Hello everyone, my name is Emma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I finally did it. I finally created a YouTube channel. Okay, so in my first video, I'm coming to you with my August wrap-up. So in August, I read in total of 6 books. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, so the first book is Almost the Couples by Patrick Ness. The story follows Connor O'Malley, a 13-year-old boy. He lives with his mother, who is suffering from cancer. One night, a monster came by Connor's windows, telling him that he will tell Connor's 3 stories, one each night, and by the end of the 3rd story, Connor also has to tell his own story. Not just any story, but the monster wants the truth. So I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was such an enjoyable read. The story is heartbreakingly beautiful. This is the kind of story that grows into you, and by the end of the book, you will be left sobbing on the floor alone. The second book is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. This is a magical realism that follows a girl named Ava Lavender who was born with wings of a bird. The book is basically Ava Lavender telling not only her own life story but also the story of her mother and her grandmother. For me, it's like a weird fairy tale, if that's a thing. The writing is whimsical, lyrical, and I love it so much. I also give this 5 out of 5 stars, no doubt. Look at the cover. This is art. The third book is History is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. History is All You Left Me is a young adult fiction novel. Follows Griffin, whose ex-boyfriend Theo just died from a drowning accident. Griffin has OCD, so this book is not only his journey on grieving his ex-boyfriend's death, but also coming to terms with himself and his mental illness. I give this 3 out of 5 stars. For me, Adam Silvera's idea is very good, very interesting, but when I actually read the book, it's not. It kind of disappointed me. This goes the same with They Both Die in the End. Like, I really like the idea, but when I actually read the book, it didn't meet my expectation. I have read many reviews online, and this book is supposed to break you and make you sob throughout the entire book, but I didn't shed any tears while reading this book, and I am a super emotional human being. But nevertheless, this is still a very beautiful story, and the depiction of OCD in this book is, for me, is very accurate, because I also have OCD, so I really appreciate the way that the author wrote it in this book. The fourth book that I read in August is The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire-Sanz. The story follows Sal, a teenage boy who lives with his adopted gay father. Together with his best friend Sam, they go on a journey of self-discovering and also learning about love, grief, and loss. I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. This is a very beautiful book. I tabbed multiple quotes on it because Benjamin Alire-Sanz's writing is incredible. I wasn't surprised when I found out that he's a poet, because his writing is poetic. I also read another book by him called Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe, and that is one of my all-time favorite books. So obviously I like Aristotle and Dante more than these the inexplicable logic of my life. I know many of you like them equally, and some even like this more, but Aristotle and Dante discovered the secrets of the universe will always have a special place in my heart. The fifth and last book that I finished in August are sequels in a series, and that is the Shades of Magic trilogy. I read the first book, or Darker Shades of Magic, back in July, and in August, I was able to finish the whole series. So the Shades of Magic trilogy is set in the world where there are 4 parallel Londons. So we have Grey London, which is our world without magic, Red London, where the magic flourishes, White London, where the magic is slowly dying, and finally Black London, where the magic has eaten up everything, so nobody can go there. The story follows Kel, who is an Antari, which is a kind of magician who can travel between the different Londons, and he happens to also be a smuggler, and one day he smuggled something that's very dangerous. So the story basically just takes off from there. And then he met Lila Bart, who is a Grey Londoner, and together they go on a very unexpected adventure. So this is the second book in the series, so obviously I cannot say much about the book, but I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It is very enjoyable. The only reason why I didn't give it 5 stars is because for me it's a little bit slow paced, but overall still a very good book, and it made a very good bridge between the first and last book. So yeah, and the last book is A Conjuring of Light. Oh man, this book is incredible. For me, it brings a very satisfying conclusion to the whole series. The whole book is fast-paced and action-packed. The character development is on point. I found myself falling in love for every single character in this book, and they're my children now. I cried, I laughed throughout the entire book. It was so incredible, and I just don't want it to end. But I heard that Victoria Schwab is writing another series set in the same world, so I want it now. So that is it for my August wrap-up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If I have the courage to overcome my awkward potato-ness and make another one. Goodbye!